Good morning, guys. Today is April 1st, and I need to get the rest of my plants in the ground. So I've got them sitting here on the bench. I'm going to show you what I got real quick, and then I'm going to show you where I'm going to lay them out and start getting these things in the ground. They need to get in there and start growing. So here's my plants I have left to go in. I have so many tomatoes planted. I need to chill out next year on the tomatoes. I have BHN 589s. I have 4 of those. I'm actually going to only put 2 of those in, I think. And then I have my sweet bell peppers, and they are going to go, I think, on the back fence. I haven't decided on the peppers yet, and since I'm going to plant them here in a few minutes, I probably need to decide. So, and then the homesteads, I have 4 of the homesteads. They'll go over there where those cherry tomatoes are sitting. And then the basil, I may or may not get it in today. It's not that big a deal. And then I have orange bell peppers, and I don't think I'm gonna get all 4 of those in. I don't want to overcrowd the peppers either, so I will use what I need and I'll give away the other ones. So, and then the aurigas, I have 3 of these, so I'm going to plant all 3 of those. So I'm going to put 1 in the middle, and then 2 over here on this front, and then I'll put 2 of the BHNs in the front here. Go in here really quick, and okay, so I have those tomatoes back there. So I have 2 Juliets back in here that I am going to plant, and then I have 2 Isis candies. But I'm only going to plant 1 of the Isis candies, so those are going to get new homes as well. Those gone. Let me see what else we got here. So I have, and then I have, so I have the aurigas I'm going to put in there, and then I have over here, these are my jalapenos. And I have 4 of those. I'm going to put all 4 of the jalapenos in. So that's what I need to get planted today. All right, so I got my beds laid out. Have the 4 that's going to go in there. 1 of them will come over here into this bed. And then I think I mentioned the other day, but the reason I stagger those tomatoes is that allows me to put 4 in here. If I just went straight across, actually 3 is pretty much the max. I decided to go with 3 homesteads instead of 4. I don't want to crowd them in there. So yeah, got those back there. I do have extra room in the beds, as you can see, so I will at some point pretty soon start filling those in with radishes and other smaller type vegetables lower to the ground, and flowers and stuff. So back here I'm going to put in 3 of the orange bell peppers and 1 of the greens here on this end. And then over here on the east side, I am going to put my jalapenos over here. I've got 4 of those that I'm going to put in here, and I'm going to put 2 of the green bell peppers in here. So I'll put those, also I'm going to put those up toward the front. I will plant them closer to the front so there's more room between them and the cucumbers. That's always helpful. I did get the cucumbers trussed up yesterday, so they have a string going across and holding those up. And as these tentacles come up, they'll try to come up these strings. And as this gets a little higher, then I'll put another cross string. Just keep training it back until they get headed up the trellis by themselves. So yeah, that's where I'm at on those. All right, so I'm gonna get started doing these plants. I'm gonna kind of assembly line it. I'm going to come out, I'm gonna dig all the holes. I'm going to fertilize all the holes, then I'll just come back through and I'll mix and plant, and then I'll come back through and water everything in when I get done. So here we go. So we'll dig each hole about that deep, and then come back around, we'll fertilize everything, and then we will put the plants in. That was an awkward look, wasn't it? All right, so same thing here. I'm going to take my tomato and pinch off the lowers. Actually, I need to take this glove off to do that. I should do that on these tomatoes before I put my glove on. So we'll pinch these off, because I know we want to go at least that deep. And so I'm going to go ahead and leave that one on. So I'll do this one while I'm got my glove off. So that's a good starting point for these guys. This one is already okay. So I think we have enough stem on it. We'll just come into about right here. If any of these limbs droop down with rainfall or whatever, then we'll come in and we'll nip those off like we did the other ones. So this is already fertilized and mixed. And pull my plant out and just open the hole back up some to get it deep as I want it, which is about right there. And then we'll just fill it back in just like that. Tamp it down a little bit. We'll smooth our ground out, and that's all there is to it, man. There's, you know, you get the fertilizer in there, you get it mixed well. These plants, they go in pretty quick. We'll come back and water these in all at once. Okay, so we're over here at the bell peppers. We're going to start with those. The bell peppers, we won't plant them as deep. Actually, we want to plant those up until we're going to come right in. These are the leaves from the seed pod. So we're going to go ahead and pop those off. Pop those off right there. But that's about how deep we're going to actually plant the plant. So if you get too deep on those, you'll rot off on you. So move a little more dirt in there. And so, yeah, just kind of like that. And we're good. It's one of the orange bell peppers. And then I have a green bell pepper. It's in the smaller, it's like in a 4-pack or something. It's over in the other spot. I'll come back and bring it over here when we get done planting the jalapenos. All right, there we go. Let's get in, get our soil in here. So this soil here, over the years, I have added some sand to it and stuff. You can see it's more of a little sandier, which is good for these peppers. I'm trying to work on the other bed that we're going to next, and do the same thing to it. Peppers enjoy good drainage. Sandy loam soil is great for peppers. All of these have had the same fertilizer put in the hole. The peppers, I put a little more of the blood meal for the nitrogen value in here than I did the tomatoes. The tomatoes are far enough along. I want them to grow roots, not leaves. So yeah, so there's our jalapeno, first one. Didn't take long. So these won't interfere with the cucumbers. They'll get on up and start growing up these start growing up the trellis, and these won't really interfere with them. They shouldn't, or they didn't before. So the main thing is keeping the cucumbers back on the trellis, and because they'll reach over and try to grab onto the peppers. So that's something you got to kind of watch when you really like the jalapenos. The heat we had on the ones last year were not super hot. Really good flavor. My friend Todd Saw is his channel. You can go check him out. TODDSAW. He likes jalapenos. He likes fresh jalapenos. So I share a lot with him. Well, I share a lot of all the garden stuff with him, but he really enjoys the jalapenos. So yeah, go check his channel out. He's got a lot of cool stuff on there. Okay, all right, so now we got the bell peppers here, the greens, the Big Bertha greens. So let's get one of these babies out. I'm going to pop those bottom leaves off from the seed pods. I could get the other ones, and then we'll get one of these babies out. They're gonna love their new freedom. So it won't take long for those, most of the nutrients are down a little bit lower, but it won't take long for those roots to get down there and start grabbing that stuff. So And then we'll put one more here, and then I'll take one back over to the other bed that we were working in a minute ago. So okay, so I'm liking that. Okay, let's go plant this other one. Then we got them planted. Actually, I might want to leave that right there. All right, so we got the tomatoes in, the peppers in, we got everything fertilized, watered, everything's ready to grow. So I think the next thing on the agenda is going to be getting the water system going. I'm going to purge that out here this next few days. I'll show you how I do that. I'm going to show you how I regulate the water flow from one plant type to another. Example, the cucumbers and peppers that are on the east fence. Cucumbers need a lot more water than the peppers do, so I'll show you that. And then I need to mulch, and I think I'm going to use the wood chips again like I did last year. So we'll do the water thing probably next, get the mulch going, and then I'll start doing a few filler plants in here. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Hit the like button, subscribe right there, comment, share, all that good stuff. Again, thank you very much. I really appreciate you. See ya.